guys, gals, and music pals. Today we are looking at the Red Belt song from Recorder Karate. It is Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Most of us know this, so let's sing through it together. Here are the lyrics if you need it. 1, 2, ready, and twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. So we all know this one. We know how this is supposed to sound. That makes your life a little bit easier when you start to play it. Now there's a lot of information written on here already. I decided to go ahead and write it all in before I started recording. That way I didn't have to take the time to do that during the video. So we have a new note, which is F sharp, and all of those are in blue. So when we go through and we are saying our pitch names, you'll have to make sure you say F sharp. I know the sharp sign looks like a hashtag. It is not a hashtag. It is a sharp, and it was a sharp long before the hashtag existed. Okay? Cool on that? Please don't call it F hashtag. It's F sharp. Okay? So with F sharp, the fingering is left hand, thumb 1, 2, 3, right hand 2, 3. So you know if you're gonna do like, you know, the rock and roll, rock on, okay? Or like Spider-Man does like this and puts these 2 fingers down, okay? This is what your right hand is going to do for F sharp. So let's take up our instruments, put them in practice position, left hand, thumb 1, 2, 3, right hand, do that little rock on symbol or the Spider-Man symbol. We use Spider-Man a lot with Recorder. So an F sharp is going to sound like this. I'll play, then you try to play along, try to match my sound. Remember, warm and gentle air. Now F sharp is a little tricky because look at the third hole. It's got 2. And it's that way on even, here's the little rinky-dink recorder, the really inexpensive one that doesn't have as good of a sound. This is what F sharp sounds like on this one. Yeah, see why we don't like you to get dollar store ones. They don't give you as good of sound. And then this is more similar to the school ones. See, there's the 2 holes. Honestly, this one has the best sound. This one sounds better than mine. So the school ones are actually really good. But with there being 2 holes, you have to make sure both holes are covered by the pad of your finger. Remember we talked about Spider-Man climbing up the walls. He has to use the pads of his fingers, not the tips. Okay, so make sure you're using the pad of, that'll be your ring finger on your right hand, your third, 1, 2, third finger. On your right hand, you got to make sure you're covering both those holes, because if you don't, mouthpiece crooked, hang on. If you don't, you'll get something like this. You hear that slight difference? That slight difference will be just enough if you're playing in a group that's doing it correctly. And then you add to it. It's like playing 2 keys on the piano right next to each other. And it doesn't sound good. It sounds very crunchy because it's not matching. The gears aren't matching together exactly. So, with F sharp, left, thumb 1, 2, 3, right 2, 3, and cover both of the little holes. Okay? Now, up here we also have a little green star, and that's for our key signature. Take a look at it. Key signature, key signature, key signature. Now we know that time signature, right here, the 4/4, it tells us 4 beats live in a measure, and ta or quarter note gets the beat when we see 4 on top of 4. And if the numbers change, that changes what information we're getting. If it's 3/4, then 3 beats live in a measure. If it's 6/8, 6/8 notes per measure, right? Yes, because we've talked about this a few times in the past. Now, key signature, it's giving you additional information. This is telling you what specific notes you're playing. So here, if you look really closely, we have a sharp symbol on the F line and a sharp symbol in the C space. This says the sharps, when placed at the beginning of a line, are for all C's and F's in the song. This is called a key signature. However, since there are no C's in this song, you only have to remember to play every F in this song as F sharp. Now you may be asking, why are we using this now? We haven't had any kind of dealings with using the key signature. It's existed at the beginning of all of our pieces of music. This is the first time it's impacted a note. Okay? What this means is this is changing the pitch of these specific notes. So it's still an F, but it's a slightly higher F. Sharp, think of it like a sharp tack sitting in the road. Okay? Sharp things go up. If we had a flat, which looks like this. Think about it. Flat is lowered. You know, flat things don't stand up tall. They're squished low. So sharp raises a pitch, flat lowers a pitch. If you don't have any of those, it's called a natural pitch. And it's just the pitch. You know, it's not raised or lowered. So using these, and keeping this in mind, let's go through. I wrote in some of the pitches that we're not as familiar with because we used them 2 or 3 songs ago and we haven't practiced them as much. So the ones in red, D and E, we used a few songs ago. I wrote those in just as a reminder. G, A, and B, I didn't write in because we've used those a lot and we should be familiar with those. So let's go through. Whoa, let's not smack ourselves with the music. Let's go through and we're going to say our pitch names. So we have D, D, A, B, B, A. Right here we have a breath mark, so make sure you breathe. G, G, F sharp, E, E, D. A, G, G, F sharp, E. A, G, G, F sharp, E. D, D, A, B, B, A. G, G, F sharp, E, E, D. All right? So we spoke that in rhythm. So here we have quarter notes, ta, 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 ta. Here we have a half note, which is 2 beats, ta, ah, ta, 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 ah. Take a look at the rhythm pattern for every 2 measures. What do you notice? Every 2 measures, the rhythm pattern is the same. The pitches change, but the rhythm pattern is the same. It all goes ta, 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 ta. And then that pattern repeats. So, not complicated when it comes to rhythms. Let's take a look. And we're going to practice playing this. If my music will stand up. Stay. Good music. All right. We're going to go through. We're going to say our pitch names. And we're going to practice our fingerings. Go into practice position on your chin. 1, 2, ready, and D, D, A, B, B, A, G, G, F sharp, E, E, D. A, G, G, F sharp, E. A, G, G, F sharp, E. D, D, A, B, B, A. G, G, F sharp, E, E, D. For me personally, the hardest fingering in this is going from F sharp to E, because I'm swapping that 3rd finger and 1st finger, but my tallest finger, my middle finger, is staying put. So if you're having trouble with that, pause this, take a couple minutes, and go from F sharp to E. And just practice that swap till your muscles get used to it. Now, let's tizzle and move fingers. So we're in practice position again, tizzling through the teeth. 1, 2, move your fingers and tizzle. Now you can back up, you can practice saying with note names, you can practice tizzling. I'm going to play through, and when you feel comfortable after you've rewound and practice where you want to work, come back and play this with me. So this is Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. So practice this, get yourself familiar with it. Remember, if you don't have permission to play or you don't have an instrument, a pencil in practice position and moving your fingers still counts as practice. Okay? Till next week, guys, gals, and music pals.